Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Here's a phrase you may not be familiar with: radical responsibility. Let's find out more about that. Say hello to Jessica Devenish. She's back here. She's a master certified coach and certified positivity practitioner. Welcome to the table.
Hi, that's a mouthful.
So that is
She said it. You said it well.
But
You did
that's
say it
like,
well.
she's like a pie. Imagine, okay, Jessica, this is your life, a pie, and you have 8 pieces. Let's hear about all the pieces, and then we'll get back to this piece that we're talking to you about tonight.
All the pieces. There are so many
I
pieces.
feel like
There really are.
16 pieces.
Let's
be,
stick
right?
with 8.
Okay.
We'll stick with 8
16 might be
due to our
much.
time limit tonight.
Unless you add all the children
Yes,
and the
that's what
dogs,
I'm thinking.
they could all have their own.
Yep.
So the 8 pieces, so 25 years ago, that tells you. I did turn 50 this year.
Welcome to the club.
When I was 25, I had my first daughter, my first child, and then we started 2 businesses in the same week. So I started
The same week you had your daughter?
Yes, it was just,
Okay, it's a lot.
looking back
Two at
now,
the
it's
same
kind of
week.
ridiculous. So my husband opened a construction company, and then I opened a collection agency. I purchased a collection agency in the same week. So I did debt collections for, gosh, almost 20 years. And then we brought in credit card processing somewhere in that, because it just made sense. And then I sold out of the debt collection business to my family, and I took the credit card business with my husband. And then we did that solely only for, gosh, since 2014 until about 2020. And then I was asked to write the book, which you guys had me on before. I was asked to co-author a book about women being called to lead. And then I was asked to co-author a book about motherhood. And then my friend and I started a podcast. And so I just found myself kind
So
of
who are
like
these people asking you to write
ebbing
books? How do I
slowly.
avoid them?
If you have the information, they seek you.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Seek you out
Perfect.
soon.
Yeah, they
Maybe.
will.
And then, gosh, what is the other piece? 8 pieces.
Oh, your drinks.
Oh,
Yes.
I do Plexus.
Plexus, yes.
Gut health.
And
Big
you've been doing that
believer.
for a couple years?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that just, when something just comes into your life and it changes your life, and then your daughter, it changes her life, and then your niece, there's something to that. And
Yeah.
so I started sharing. And I'm a big believer in multiple streams of income, obviously.
Oh, okay.
So
and
that's kind of like where the pie
But then
gets
West
started.
Studios, you just opened with your
Yes,
daughters. We
we
had them on a
opened.
couple of weeks ago.
And that is not my dream. That's my girl's
Right,
dream.
but
But
you're
it's my
helping.
dream to be part
You're
of
a
that
piece
with
of it.
them.
Yeah,
right.
And support them through that. So that's been just
Okay. So now
super fun.
let's get to the pie now. The pie slice we're
the
going to
pie
talk
slice
about
now.
today.
The other slice to the pie is my husband is a Reiki master.
Yes.
Oh,
And so
interesting.
I love supporting him and helping that come to life, because part of why I became a coach is because of my energy experience, energy healing and emotional intelligence. And so watching him kind of lean into Reiki has been so fascinating.
I feel like we need to have him on.
You probably
I'm
I don't know if
interested
you would
in
get
it.
him on.
Let's
But
prep
maybe,
him.
maybe.
Have him think on it.
So then we created what we call Devenish Duo. So if you go to devenishduo.com, you can kind of learn about all the things that we
Okay.
do. But what I'm really passionate about is coaching. So that's kind of how I became a certified coach.
That seems so overwhelming to me, though. Like, people are putting their lives in my hands that I'm supposed to tell them like what to do or how to do. So guide us into this.
Okay,
Like,
so that,
coach us.
so
Wait a minute,
that-
coach us.
that's where the switch happens. Like, I am a consultant is somebody you hire to tell you what to do.
Right.
Right? If I come
Right.
in and I want to teach you how to create a better culture in your business, I'm going to give you a roadmap and show you things.
And
But
then you do the
really,
change.
A coach is, I'm not doing it, you're doing the work. A good
You're just
coach,
helping to
Is
help
seeing
them
where
see
they're
where they need to be.
Yeah.
Right?
A good coach asks powerful questions.
Uh-huh.
A consultant comes in and just gives you advice. And a lot of times, people don't need expertise. They need courage, or they need like powerful questions to find their own insight.
That's
Because
very
just like
true.
Reiki or coaching, like I believe that we all have our own answers. There's nothing
You just need
outside
someone
of
to
us
ask
that's
it
going to
and
give
pull
us
it.
what we have inside. Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's why I talk about radical responsibility.
Okay.
Is because what I do is I ask powerful questions that give you your own insight, so that you find radical responsibility to create a life create a life by design. That's the name of my whole coaching community, is Life by Design.
and this is one-on-one, right?
I was
do you do
doing
group?
one-on-one for about 3 years, and
Oh,
now
okay.
I just launched my coaching community, so it's group coaching.
Oh, cool.
I do
So
very
is it
little
like online,
one-on-one.
like groups?
And I
Okay.
just launched it. I just
So
barely
I am
watched it.
getting your Wednesday emails.
Oh yeah, so I started Wednesday Wisdom emails, and I did that just out of necessity because I felt like I had a voice to share.
Okay, so is that having to do with your coaching?
Kind of.
Okay.
I mean, it lets people know, it gets them a feel of who I am.
Yeah.
And what I'm about and what I teach, and then they might decide, hey, I want to work with her.
Yeah.
I resonate with her, that
So
kind of thing.
let's say the three of us, well, we're not, like you have the group, you pull them in, but what if we're all coming with different questions, but you're tell us.
So that's
about
the
that.
fascinating part. I think that the foundations are all the same. I mean, we all have a story. We all have things that happen to us. I mean, we have a story. We have things that we don't have control over. And a lot of times those stories, they define who we are. And so what's fascinating about group coaching is if you sit and tell me about something that's going on with a daughter or a colleague, and we talk through coaching and ask you questions, she gets a profound experience and she gets a profound experience because there's some kind of relationship or experience in their life that ultimately across the board collectively resonates.
Well,
So
and
even if
especially
you're not getting
especially with
coached.
stories, I think people resonate with stories too.
And then maybe the things
And-
that they don't dare talk
Ask.
about, yes, someone else does, and then it's like, oh, there's a piece of my answer. There's a piece of my coaching.
This sounds
that I
like
needed
you're
to hear.
helping empower people too, because like I noticed my kids the other night were kind of wanting the world to change for them, and I'm like, no, you need to switch on. You're the captain and take the wheel, and
And sometimes
and it
that's
feels
scary.
kind of like that's
It is
what
like
you're
that.
trying to do for
Because
people.
circumstances are neutral. It's how we feel about the circumstances.
Yeah, our
that creates the emotion,
perspective
our
on it.
perspective, our
Yeah.
experience. Because normally, like, we don't see the world like as it is. We see it as we are.
Right.
and what it means to us.
Totally.
Which is so interesting. Like, if you don't love yourself, isn't that difficult to love the world? Mm-hmm. So you have to have that self-love to give love to others.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm coaching people who are lacking in self-love and self-confidence. And sometimes I'm coaching somebody who has just hit all of their goals and their successes and they're really excited, but they don't have a community of people cheering them on.
Oh, okay.
Everyone around them is like, well, who are you to think you can do that? And, you know, so
Yeah.
it's just, it spans both spectrums
Right.
and everybody's experience lifts each other up from the same.
Is this for men and women or just women? Okay.
Men and women.
And is it? Do you just have one group, or do you have like, oh, my group size is 8, and then once I get 8 more, I start another group?
No,
like, what's
there's no limit on the groups. There
Okay.
can be hundreds of people. And I
Okay.
do some one-on-one, but
Okay.
very little because I just feel like the bandwidth is minimal.
Okay.
I can't work with
And
as
I'm
many
also
people.
guessing it's all online. Mm-hmm. Okay. Which
Yep.
is so.
I have a coaching platform,
now.
so there'll be monthly workshops. We do meditations because, you know,
Okay.
I'm a little woo-woo.
I love woo-woo. I love that.
And I really love when people are scared of meditation because it's just
Then it
profound.
gets-
and
It's a
Very
learning
exciting.
curve.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I finally learned it, and I'm like, oh,
I
But
don't think I
I'll
have
do
enough
all the
patience
talking and you're just
for
going to
that.
sit and listen,
Yes.
you know?
yeah.
But I
So,
do.
but yeah, we have workshops, we have one-on-one coaching, and what else was I going to say? Anyway.
Well, tell us
all kinds of
if our
things.
listeners are like, oh, I really could use this in my life. What's the best way for people to find out more about this program?
Well, if they go to jessicadevenish.com, then they'll find out everything. There's 3 lanes of coaching that I offer.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's all one group, but they all get different access to me based on the
Okay.
channel that you choose.
So that's probably different pay ranges
Yeah,
as well.
the basic is $77 a month.
Okay.
The inner circle, which gives you closer access to me through a Slack channel,
Oh,
Monday
okay.
through Friday, 9 to 4,
Oh.
because life doesn't happen just once a week. Life happens
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
That's like a $277 a month. And then if you want to dive all in and you're ready to just commit to the whole year, it's $3777 for the whole year.
Oh, okay.
Because it takes about a year of profound inner work to get where you want to go.
Oh, wow. This
So-
is intense, and you're still doing all these other slices.
I know. She's
the other
amazing.
Your capacity is amazing.
Wow.
Thank you.
Right? 16
Well,
pieces. That's
I
what I
always
say.
laugh because you're right up there. You're always doing.
Yeah,
Oh,
Stacey's
no,
doing
I
too.
too.
I
I feel like I have
through
3
Instagram
slices.
and I was
You
like,
have. Oh, Jessica, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for
being
having
here.
me.
Good
Yeah.
energy, positive energy.
Yes.
Yep.
Good luck.
Good stuff.
Thanks.
Coming up, it's time for the kids to be outside playing. How do you help keep them safe? That's next.